What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today I am coming in with a storytime video for you guys about the time that your boy hit a lick. Now listen, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably reading the title thinking, Goblin, you scumbag, why would you do this? Now, I have valid reason. It was justified. Everyone stop, take a breather, slow down, take a sip of your water, inhale, exhale. All right. Let's dive into the video. Drop a like if you enjoy. And also, I want to mention real quick, my GTA character, he's different now, lads. Instead of the classic cowboy out west outfit, I now look like a 1930s detective. I like to switch it up all the time in GTA Online. By the way, if you guys ever want to play GTA 5 on PC, for those of you who have it, link your Steams in the comment section below, and I would be happy to add some of you guys and play with you guys sometimes. So, anyways, drop a like on this video if you enjoy, and let's dive into it. So, I robbed someone. Now, I know that title's just horrible, dude. I'm probably going to get some terrible dislikes on this video, but just breathe in, out. All right, let's make it happen, baby. So, there was this guy who we were going to call Tim, and Tim was a crazy motherfucker and nothing short of it. There's just no other way I can describe this man. Tim was something else. This man whipped 90 through suburb, neighborhoods, dude. Like, this man was just insane. Every time I saw this man, he was off a combination of pills and marijuana and alcohol, dude. Like, it was this man's digestive system and just everything in him was just a melting pot of drugs, dude. Like, it was ridiculous. So this man is clearly a little loopy, and, we hung out with him every now and then just because he would match, but, he's one of those guys who you don't really kick it with if he doesn't have something to throw to, the blunt or anything. You know what I'm saying? He's not the guy you smoke up, because he's just, not enjoyable to be around. He's crazy. He fucking pulled an axe on my friend one time, but that's a different story. So, anyways, one of my friends came up to me, and we're going to call my friend Chad. Now, Chad, longtime buddy of mine. I've mentioned Chad in a lot of these videos, guys. And Chad comes up to me, and he goes, hey, I think Tim's been taking some stuff from me. I've been keeping an eye on him when he comes over, and I think he's taking a little bit of my butt. I'm like, it's settled. We're fucking Tim up, dude. I'm stomping this man's jaw in, dude. I'm going to piss on his fucking feet, dude. Fuck this man. So, Chad's like, whoa. Let's hit a lick. I'm like, alright, let's hit a fucking lick. So, at this point, we were trying to devise what to do, and this guy, Chad, just happened to hit up my friend. Or, not Chad, excuse me. Tim happened to hit up Chad and say that he was good on bud. So, we were like, alright, we're taking this man's weed. He's been taking your shit. It's game over. We hitting a lick. Let's go make it happen. So, Chad texts him and says that we need a half ounce. Now, for those of you who don't know, a half ounce is 14 grams. That's not a ton of weed, but that'll definitely keep you high for I don't know. If you smoke every day, that'll probably keep you high for a week, I guess. If you're not matching with anyone, or not matching, but you're not smoking anyone up, it's just you smoking it. I mean, it's an okay quantity of weed. So, we're like, all right, yeah, let's go hit this lick. So we go, and we're waiting to meet up with him. He's like, all right, give me a little bit. And we were also, a little bit far away from where he was usually. So we were like, all right, just let us know when you're ready. And he finally hits us up, and he's like, yo, where you want to meet? And there's a Buffalo Wild Wings that is, really close to us. So we're like, all right, yeah, meet us at B-Dubs. And he's like, okay, sure. So we go there, we wait for him, and he calls us up when he gets there, and he's like, hey, I'm here, I'm in the black Volkswagen. He drove this little Golf. It was actually a pretty nice car, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was kind of a shitter, but I really like Golfs, just because I don't know, something about him just strikes me. I like him. But anyways, so he pulls up next to us eventually. We moved over from in front of the B-Dubs to a Dick's Sporting Goods that was right down the street. And we moved because there was just hella motherfuckers, dude. It was a Friday night at 8 p.m. B-Dubs was popping. So we moved over in a pretty empty parking lot. And I'm in my car. I'm sitting in driver's seat, and Chad is in shotgun. And then Tim pulls up in his car, and he's completely alone. And this is some funny shit right here, guys. He pulls up next to us. I roll down the passenger window because he pulled up on the passenger side, and Chad starts talking to him. Chad's like, yo, you got the bud? He's like, yeah, do you got something a cup I could use? And I'm like, yeah. So I dump out the water in a McDonald's cup, dry it out to make sure none of our precious marijuana gets wet, and I pass it to him. And he's asking for a cup because he's going to use that to scale the weed. Now, a lot of times when you're scaling decent quantities of weed, you can't just slap it all on the scale. You got to have something to put it on, the lid of the scale or a cup is commonly what's used. It depends how much you're weighing out. So He weighs out his bud and he's like, oh shit, I don't have a half. I only have 10.5 grams. Now, this man was taxing on the half already, but we agreed to it because we weren't paying a penny anyways. We didn't want to argue. We were just like, yeah, fuck it. We'll take your price. He was taxing 150 on the half. Now, that's not something I'm folding for. That's still over 10 a gram. Nuh-uh, baby. Now, this is the worst part. This is what really made me want to rob this man, dude. This is what just made me want to hit this lick and pull off. This man, he's like, oh, I only have 10.5 left. And Chad goes, all right, well, how much you want for 10.5? Now, we had some bread on us, so we made it look like we were just counting out the money. And he's like, would you still be able to do 150? And then I'll just throw you the other 8, like, another day, because I just really need to pay my bills. Now, think about this for a second. This man doesn't have all our weed. We know he's been taking shit from us. And now he's asking for $150. That's kind of a front. That's not happening. We're not folding. But we're like, yeah. So we're like, all right, well, since you don't have it all, or Chad says this, he's like, can I scope the bud? Now, we had a code word. Our code word for when I was going to pull off on this guy was decent. So my friend gets the cup, and it's filled with weed. We scope it out. We don't really care what quality it is, because it's the 100% 5-finger discount, dude. We don't care. It could be like grass. And I mean, shit, dog, we didn't pay for it, so fuck it. So he's looking through the cup, and I look at my friend, and I'm like, is it decent? And he's like, yeah, this bud's pretty decent. Immediately, I kid you not, immediately, I put my car in drive and slam on it. And this guy knew what was up immediately, dude. He fucking slammed on it behind us. Now, I was in my Mazda, you know, my new little car. Let me tell you, this bitch fast. However, his car was a stick shift Golf. So I was pretty worried he was going to catch up to me because I don't know what modifications he had done to his car. I know this guy's really into cars. He has like 2 of them, so I didn't really know. But either way, you know, we're just skirting off on this guy, and I have this man in the dust at this point. Like, we get to this straightaway 2-lane road where it's 1 lane on each side, and I just gas this man, dude. I'm talking like I'm smoking him. He's right on our tail, and honestly, I didn't know what this guy was going to do because I know this guy's crazy as fuck. I thought he was going to, like, rear end me as soon as we stopped, so I took no time to stop. I would just look real quick at a stop sign, and I just whipped the turn, dude. Like, every time I had to turn, I was drifting it, dude. It was ridiculous. It was some Fast and Furious shit. Not literally, but you know what I mean. So eventually, we were, you know, dodging and weaving through the B-Dubs parking lot, trying to shake him so we could get back onto a main road. Because if we got onto a main road, we didn't really have anywhere to go. So my friend Chad was calling up a couple of homies like, hey, this dude's following us. We're about to pull up to your crib. Come out and fuck his ass up. So we're like, all right, fuck it. I guess we're driving to dude's crib. So we're just whipping it through the B-Dubs parking lot towards like a friend's house now because we couldn't bring him back to where we were going to go because that would just cause problems. But you know, we were whipping it towards there, and eventually we got to this part where we were about to pull out of the parking lot, and he was coming towards us. I guess he, like, stopped following us at some point and tried to, like, make a move and cut us off so we couldn't go anywhere. And this other lady in a car pulled up in front of us as I was about to turn and blocked him. He blocked me and him. So he's on the other side of this car, and I'm on one side of this car, and I'm trying to go forwards, and he's trying to, like, come towards me, if that makes sense. Like, he's facing me. Like, I could see the front of his car, but this car in the middle of us is blocking it off. So he flips us off and honks, and he's honking at this bitch, and I just put my car in reverse and slam it, and turn around, and I dip, dude. I pulled off, and we shook him. I mean, I don't know where dude went. We dodged and weaved through the neighborhoods a little bit just to make sure he wasn't on us, and we were out. So eventually, we got back to my buddy Chad's house, and we started scaling out the bud. It was 10.5, and we were scoping it out a little bit. Now, there was 2 different strains in it. There was one strain that was really fucking good. I'm talking like me and my friend smoked a 10-sack blunt, and I was faded. And then there was this other strain, which was sadly 7 of the 10.5 grams, which was pretty Reggie. That's the shit that we just couldn't fold for, dude. That shit, we smoked like a dub blunt of it, and I got a headache, dude. Like, it was shit. But either way, it didn't matter. We didn't pay a penny. 5-finger, 100% Goblin discount code. Remember, when you're buying weed, use code GOBLIN at checkout for 10% off. But anyways, drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Hope y'all did, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.